One. Yo, yiggity, yo. Y'all hear that? That was me on the track. The Self-Care Bear. Singing that track. New and improved theme song. What's up, party people? Welcome and welcome back to the Self-Care Bear Club. I'm so glad you're here, as always. If you're still listening or if you're just tuning in, I'm only getting weirder. So thank you. I hope you're enjoying this journey. It's a wild ride out here, my friends. It's a wild ride in here, my friends. Yes. If you need a reminder, turn your attention inward. That's what we do in the Self-Care Bear Club. We tune, we turn, we point fingers back at us. There was a big break there on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Did you think I was gone? Technical errors. We tune our attention inwards because it all begins within, and it all begins with you, and that can be frightening. That can be so scary. You can get stuck there. Been stuck there for quite a while, wondering why, how, when. It's all good. I'm going to teach you one little trick today that is going to set some forward motion, especially in the areas where you might not feel like there's forward motion. I don't know what's going on with my arms if you're watching me on YouTube, but we're fucking feeling it today. So, the one secret to reprogram your brain, there's way more than one secret, by the way. Like, you have to find the people, reminder, that resonate with you outside of me. Abraham Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, Joe Dispenza, I don't care, some coach on the Instagram. I follow so many of those. Shout out to Lucy Lamp. Like, shout out to Kati Bo. Like, find something that gives you chills, gives you goosebumps when you read it, right? Gives you a knowing, a sense of knowing. You know that difference between like you're knowing and you're just like mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, right? You know the difference when something hits home. So whatever hits home for you, trust that that is home for you. And don't hate everybody else for not having the same home as you, right? But know that that is your home. So, your home up here, your brain has been programmed. That's not our home. That's literally not our home. That could honestly be far from home. That could be a negative space for us. That can be a sad place for us. That can be so many things for us. And it is so many things for us, right? Like, you have been told since before you even born what to think, how to feel, you know, so many things, like generationally. This is embarrassing. Generationally. Is that a word? Y'all, help me out here. Generationally? Things have passed down through generations in your body. And I don't even know why I'm talking about this, because this is a fucking story that we're telling ourselves, right? So let's forget about the generations, but there's realness to that, right? Like, you feel some shit in your body sometimes that you're like, wait, like, where did this even come from? And it like could be your mom's, it could be like Christopher Columbus's, it could be Pocahontas's, like, I don't know your ancestry, y'all, but like it could be somebody else's, right? So chances are 99% of it is someone else's, unless you've been practicing this for a very long time. And if so, please give us some knowledge. Come on the podcast, because we are growing. And even if you are fully developed, remember that beginner's mind, right? Like, you are never fully developed, or else you're dead and gone. So there's always more to learn. There's more peace to be had. There's more joy to feel. There's abundance everywhere. So back to that one simple trick. One of the many simple tricks. This one, again, really resonates if you find yourself feeling a little stuck, if you find yourself like in certain scenarios showing up in a way that you know doesn't feel great, but you're struggling to make changes, right? It's just that idea that when we say affirmations, when we introduce these new programs, they're gonna sound weird. They're gonna sound like you're lying to yourself at first, for sure. And then slowly but surely, you will start to believe them. You'll start to see evidence. You'll start to see proof from your subconscious mind, right? Your subconscious mind has all these beliefs. Your unconscious mind, there's so many minds. Go listen to a scientist tell you about them. Like, it holds stuff that you, again, might not even realize you're thinking, or realize you're feeling, or realize it's not fucking yours. So we're reprogramming, we're remembering, however you see it. It has to resonate. So moving forward, let's use this little trick to reprogram our subconscious mind. If you are struggling with relationships, instead of telling yourself the story, I'm so bad at relationships, present moment stuff, right? I'm so bad at relationships. I'm so lonely. I'll never find the right person. All men are bad. Add a simple word, a few simple words before those that flip the script. We're always flipping the script, right? Literally always. So instead of saying, I'm bad at relationships, they suck, this is how it's always going to be, we're going to say, I remember when my relationships used to feel wonky. Or I remember when I used to feel lonely. Are you catching on? I remember when I used to blank. If you can add some feeling emotions, awesome. I remember, and if you can like kind of laugh about it, that personally helps me, because I tend to take things so seriously. Like, our brains take things so seriously, some of us, right? We like the drama. We like have just been surrounded by it for ages. So that's where we go naturally. Naturally. Oh my gosh. Articulation. You guys are the first people I talked to today, so I probably should have warmed up like Anchorman does, you know what I mean? A little unique New York. Unique New York. How now, brown cow? Thanks for listening to me practice. So practice. So we're just gonna flip the script. So say you feel like you're thriving in relationships, like that's not where you need help, but maybe your financial situation is not quite where we want it to be, right? Or you've been finding extra bills or whatever. Notice again the patterns that your brain reverts to, quite possibly from what you grew up with, or again, stuff that's not yours. Like commercials, like everything is trying to keep you down, remember? So I'm not blaming this on your parents. And I kind of stopped myself there because it really doesn't help to know the story all the time. And then again, revisit that story and be like, but this is the reason I'm X, Y, and Z. Like, that's great. That's great. But then that takes the focus externally and keeps us from the actual self-growth and the actual self-love we're looking for, right? That can heal everything. That can just give us forgiveness, can give us like not even make us worry about whatever the fuck we thought we were worried about, right? Stuff in the past. The power is now, Eckhart Tolle will tell you. And it just so truly is. So that's kind of what this trick does, right? It, instead of your power is now, but your subconscious brain doesn't have like this timeline that us humans have created, right? Time is not real. You can fight me on that, but it's man-made. So maybe it's real in your world, but it's a man-made construct. So when you take out the presence of these feelings, of these negative emotions, of these self-doubt-isms. Ooh, quote me on that one. Self-doubt-isms, of this subtle vibe of shame, and you tell yourself, one, you're acknowledging that they're real because they are. So you're kind of accepting things in the moment and not denying them, which can be a sticky trap. But in one foul swoop, you're not lying. You're not reaching so far for a thought that is not even obtainable, right? So in one foul swoop, you're just like, yes, this is what it is, but it's also an old emotion, and I know where I want to be moving forward. So this is not something that only triggers like your conscious mind and like what you're doing in that moment, but your subconscious mind. And it gives it a reason to put it in the past and see it as something that's already been dealt with. It's already behind you again. Your subconscious is always scanning for things that are right. So if you think the world is a bad place, you're going to look around and see all these bad things. If you start to switch the script and tell your brain that the world is a good place, the more you do it, I promise, the more your brain is going to scan and find good things. So what this does, if you say, I remember when I was not the best in relationships, then your brain is like, oh yeah, that was a thing, already happened in the past. Now I am looking for all these solutions and reasons that I am great in relationships. I am a good partner. I show up. I am honest. I am open. I am myself, right? Your subconscious, not the part that you actually are controlling. The subconscious that secretly controls the fuck out of us, not so secretly, is going to start scanning for reasons that the future you is chef's kiss of relationships, right? So let's put that into another example here. Were we about to go to finances and I fucking forgot? Didn't forget, bro. So instead of saying, man, these bills are really racking up right now and I can't afford them, or oh my goodness, I will never have enough money, or oh my God, look how expensive everything that is. That's a good one, because everybody likes to talk about how expensive everything is, and I get it, bro. I get it. But I'm going to stop getting it because I'm not coming down there with you. We've got to move on. Shit's going to be expensive, right? And it's only going to get more expensive. That's another we'll make a money episode when I feel like I'm ready for that. Right now, we're going to flip that script and say, I remember when everything was so expensive. Acknowledging things are fucking expensive. Also acknowledging that you have the means to buy expensive shit. And also moving on and realizing like, wow, I'm better than this. I've always been provided. You have always been good. Everything has always worked out for you. It's true. It's cheesy and it's true. So can you practice this? Can you take this one simple tool? Remember, when we're learning new things, when we're doing too much, it can be hella overwhelming. Hello. I've been trying to implement all the things lately. And one little thing at a time is more than enough, friends. Way more than enough. So take this with you. Train your subconscious. Train your unconscious. If you have no idea what that means, I'm so glad you're here. You will soon find out. And then you'll keep finding out. And then you'll keep finding out. And then you're like, whoa, how deep is your love? It's fucking deep out here, man. It's fucking deep and it's fucking fun. So don't forget to implement this simple tool. It can be easy. It can be easy. One more example for the road. One more example. What's another really good one? What do people really, really struggle with? Like, finances, relationships. Like, those are two really, really big ones. So practice there. Practice there. Like, if you're suffering from something, This could even be good, right? Don't knock it till you try it. If you're suffering with like a mental illness, any sort of illness, let's just say if you're suffering from any sort of illness, that's a big one, right? You're not going to just have cancer and then affirm your way to no cancer overnight. But maybe you will. I believe you can. If you are struggling with a early diagnosis or somebody else's diagnosis or whatever illness, Carrie, shut up. I remember when I used to be sick. Look for reasons. You'll start seeing reasons why you're well, why you're healthy. That's a tough one. You might not believe me. I don't know if I believe myself 100% yet, right? But I remember when I used to pee the bed. I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes. I haven't peed the bed recently, y'all, but I have peed the bed too recently. You know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry, everybody out there. I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes. That's true. I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes, but if you are struggling to quit smoking cigarettes, I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes and then look for reasons maybe that it's gross. I remember that shit tasted terrible. Okay, this is getting wonky. So before I get too far off the hinges, remember, the first two examples were greater. You can shift your perspective. Start this simple tool. Use a simple tool when you're struggling, when you're feeling like it's not enough, when you feel like you're not getting anywhere in certain aspects. Just simply flip the script. Take your present moment suffering and put it behind you. And then remember to do it again and again and again and again. And it will start to actually feel like it's behind you. And probably way quicker than you can even imagine. So again, don't knock it till you try it. I don't waste hot air. I don't talk just to hear myself talk. I do because it helps me. This podcast is just as much for me as it is you. I want us all to grow and thrive and just love ourselves no matter what. So don't knock it till you try it. And thank you again. If you made it this far, you're the real gem. I love you so much. And don't forget to give yourself a hug. Take a deep breath in, my friends. Give yourself another hug. And remember to take care out there, my friends. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.